quick look at the future continuous tense. How do we use this? How do we structure it? How do we identify it? Okay, so the future continuous is sometimes referred to as the future progressive. So that is a synonym of the continuous. We can say future progressive. This tense indicates that something is going to take place in the future and continues for a time. Now, let's take a look at three examples here. The first example refers to an action in progress at a time in the future. And it says, I will be quitting my job this Saturday. I will be quitting my job this Saturday. It is in progress at a time in the future. Interrupted action in the future. When we use this form, it we usually use the word when to tell that something interrupted the next thing. For example, she will be waiting for you when you arrive. So we use the word when. Let's look at the parallel actions in the future. The example is used with while and the word and. Sam will be recruiting people while Paul will be firing them. So two things are happening at the same time. So we use the word while or and. What is the structure? Always remember that with future continuous, we always use a verb with ing, the base form of the verb with ing. And before the verb, we need to put the words will and be. I will be dancing. I will be cooking. I will be graduating. I will be calling you. So that is the future continuous. Here we have some examples. The affirmative. This time next week I will be graduating. The negative. He won't be working there much longer. The question. Where will you be living next year? I will be living with my parents. Always remember, guys, if the question is asked in future continuous, you need to respond in the future continuous. Always remember, you use the base form of the verb with ing. And before the verb, you need to put the words will and be. Alright, remember in the previous lesson I talked about job interviews, some of the things you should and shouldn't do? Well, look at these examples and tell me which of these you will or will not do in your job interview. For example, chew gum during. Chew gum during the interview. Maintain eye contact. Definitely, you need to maintain eye contact at all times. Be late. Will you be late for your job interview? No, you must be very punctual. Tell jokes. Reveal your strengths. That is very important. Always reveal your strengths. Say negative things about colleagues, supervisors, or employers. This is something you need to avoid. Here are some practice questions. Just look at them and try to answer them as best as possible. And remember that we are talking about the future continuous here. And so if the questions are in future continuous, you need to respond in the future continuous. Let's look at the last one. What will be happening in Colombia in 5 years? What will be happening in Colombia in 5 years? How do you answer these questions? How you answer these questions? Okay, let me see if I can give you an example. In 5 years from now, the transportation system in Colombia will be improving. What will you be doing in 10 years? In 10 years from now, I will be traveling to the United States to work. Where will you be working in 5 years? In 5 years from now, I will be working in the United States. Alright, guys, just practice these questions and remember that we're using the future continuous. Look at these two pictures. How would you dress for a job interview? What is an appropriate dress code? What is it that you would wear to your job interview? Alright, guys, please practice the future continuous. Here is a link. You can click on it and watch the video and learn some more about the future continuous. So that's it for now, a short video on the future tense, future continuous. I will talk with you again soon. Bye.